Now you have Donald Trump in office.
Yeah.
He's currently the president. And during his time, we've heard a lot of things about China and Russia and stuff that's happening in the Middle East. And of course, terroristic attacks happening in London and Manchester and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In your opinion, when you hear these news stories and you see, you know, these new countries that are talked about that weren't talked about as heavily or mentioned as heavily as they were during Obama's time in office,
Yeah.
does hearing these stories scare you? If people have talked about World War III, people have mentioned it before, but do you see these type of stories culminating into something like that? Or is this just the going of the flow of just countries butting heads with each other? And, you know, just curious to see what your thoughts are on something like that.
For me, I'm some bit of a conspiracy theorist. I'm just judging on the history of fucking America, the history of the world. I don't see why anyone would fucking question the motives and agendas of certain people. To me, when I hear that shit, it's just sort of like, I don't know what to believe, because in a sense, it's like I see how media sometimes can demonize certain cultures for a certain agenda that they may have. Not necessarily media, but certain politicians, which goes well and go hand in hand with, you know, American media. They may spin certain shit and create all this. They demonize certain shit. So once you see this shit, it's sort of like, oh my God, they're doing this, or these terrorists are going crazy. But it may not be what we think. All my main thing is on that is that don't believe everything you fucking see and watch. Always question that shit, because you just never know. Like, question it. Don't sit there and say, well, and just go with the flow. Please question it, because I might fucking get shot for saying this. I think the media and all this shit was designed. Even you watch the fucking watch that Netflix documentary 13, the shit that Nixon was doing and shit he said that they were going to do to the black culture. Like, and you know, this shit was documented. So it's sort of like, as a black person, it's hard to believe, like, when another country and certain religious groups are getting demonized. Not saying that there are some fucking crazy motherfuckers out here, but at the same time, when certain cultures, certain religions groups get demonized, I always sometimes question myself, is there a certain hidden agenda behind that? So for me, I don't know what the fuck to believe. It doesn't create a fear in me in the sense of like, oh, we're gonna go through World War III. I don't think that, but it just makes me skeptical. It's like, what type of shit is up these motherfuckers' sleeves? Like, what's the bigger picture? Like, what the fuck what's the plan? What the fuck are they really up to? So
North Korea too, I forgot to mention them.
Yeah. That's some shit's like, and I see it hand in hand, like how I don't know. It's like we only see what we're fed, in a sense. It's like there's not a lot of people going over there doing their own independent fucking research, and we just get it and we take it and we react to it. The majority of the people don't fucking go do any research or go study the history of this, and this is why this is happening. So I don't know. I'm always skeptical of politicians and certain agendas. You don't know. I have no fucking idea, and that's the scary thing, is not knowing, because how could you look at how America was created, in a sense, and a lot of people like to fucking sugarcoat this shit. We live in a place that was created by some people coming in, slaughtering some motherfuckers that was already here, building a civilization by fucking taking other cultures against their own will to build. It's like I'm saying, and you know what I'm getting to. It's just like this fucking country was built on some crazy fucking shit. From, even if you look at shit like from slavery, for the Tuskegee Airmen, to even shit from like the shit with Hitler with the Jewish people it's so much crazy shit that it's like, how in the fuck can you just sit here and just listen to some shit and just take it as face value? Like, there's always some shit behind the scenes that we have no fucking idea about. So I'm always skeptical. But like I say, the fucked up thing is I don't know. Yeah, and it's like I'll never know. We're just sheep. We're just gonna have to sit here and just take the news of what they say and just believe it. Like, oh yeah, we believe this. Yeah. It's so much trickery behind shit, man. So I don't know. They might kill me for saying this shit.
Do you think World War III is something that's possible or something we may see in our lifetime? Or
And if it is a World War III, I don't know. I think we've accumulated so much money that I think it's a different type of World War III. It may be the ending of the world as we know it, but maybe not nuclear wise. Maybe like some I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's gonna. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But if it is, I think it's just too much money and there's too much shit involved between either you know with certain countries, with America and I don't know. I don't know. But if it is, I think it's going to be on some different shit. Like it's going to be on some other shit. And you always got to realize, like, once shit is always happening, there's always an agenda behind it. So it's always, the setup is there. But the setup is there to fucking blind you from the fucking other agenda that's behind it. So that's my take on it.